Kia ora, I'm Tony Adams, the Project Director for Te Ahu, Turanga, Manawatū Tararua Highway. I'm just going to talk you through today the alignment that was flown on the 20th of April and just show you the good progress that we've made during the past construction season. As per the previous flyovers, we're starting at the SUSM. You can see the office on the right, the left-hand side. There's the new local road that's making good progress, and that'll be the eventual link through to the car park underneath the Parahaki Island Bridge. The lab to the right there, just by the old homestead, it's now got about 12 full-time staff doing testing for the project. Just flying over Bridge 1, which is a local farm access. Tip site out to the right, it's all from Parahaki Island Bridge. It's looking quite full. We've made good progress on the bridge, so you just see that we're flying directly over Pier 1, and that's now out of the ground as the column comes up. Pier 2 and the coffer dam, foundations or the piles are now complete, and now it's going to the second stage of building the pile cap. Pier 3, just in by the railway line there, is now fully excavated, and the piling crew will be in there in the next week or so. Land span between Parahaki Island Bridge and Eco Viaduct Bridge is coming along well, and it's making its way down to its finish level in the rock bolting on the right hand side. Eco Viaduct Bridge here, you can see there's quite a bit of formation for temporary works. It's been a challenging area with high artesian water pressure, but we've now got infrastructure in place to help depressurise the aquifer, and so the piling crew can commence there this month. Massive progress here in this Zone 2 now, it's fill 9. That's 1.7 million cubic metres to go into here, and we've got about 500,000 cube to go. So we'll progress through the early winter. So we've got earthworks, winter works consent, and that allows us to continue. Just coming up to the cut fill line of fill 9 and then cut 12. So cut 12 is now complete, and we're progressing up into QE2. You can see here just to the right, we've started to push some access down into the base of the QE2 gully, and that'll allow us to build an MSE wall, or mechanically stabilised earth wall, and then that'll allow us to build the full formation. Now heading up into cut 13, and as we've said previously, this is by far the biggest cut on the whole job of 2.4 million cubes. We've now got through about 1 million cubes of that, and that equates or adds to the total of nearly 3 million cubes that were completed for the project to date. You can see the permanent batter slopes there, and then they've got those concrete dish drains on the back to help the water to discharge during rain events in the future. So with nearly 3 million cubic metres complete, that's around half of the earthworks needed to complete the job. So pretty happy how progress has continued to be made over the last 18 months. It's only since January 2021 that we actually started the earthworks in full force. You can see here on the back of cut 13 we've got scrapers going down into fill 11. It's an elevating scraper there, and that helps mix the material and makes it easier to lay down into fill 11. So the guys' facilities have been relocated up onto that knob. That's roughly where the alignment's going to come up to. They were back where the scraper was working on cut 13. Some culvert works going on there. It's fill 12. We've just pushed this front access, we call it. So it's the access linking Zone 2 to Zone 3, and that'll allow us to cut some conglomerate material for undercuts in the poorer areas that we'll talk about shortly. Meridian cable relocation needs to be just done through here, and you can just see the material being placed just to start that operation. box culverts and some PE culvert pipes there to go into the ground in the future. That big flat area to the right is for future aggregate stockpiling. Here's one of our construction water dams, so it all pumps from the Manawatū River. Zone 3 compound just at the end of Cook Road, and just right here in the foreground is the excavation for Bridge 5, which will be the underpass for future Meridian access, as well as where the shared use path crosses from the south underneath to the north. So zone 3 up and through this flat area is quite challenging, so we've come across quite a lot of poor material that needs to be excavated and undercut, as well as having high moisture content, so really challenging. But we are making progress. Yeah, and compared to the previous flyover, there's a significant change through here. Disposal site 28 out to the right. An area there just getting prepped for culvert to be constructed. Bridge 10, so that's the underpass for Morgan Road. Its structure's complete. Now it's just having its wing walls built either side of that. It's a concrete block wall that's placed in layers with geogrids going back into the fill to reinforce it. Just highlighting everything. Looks like it's going quite fast, but just like the previous footage, the video was sped up, so they actually look like they're going a lot faster than they are. Good progress through here. This is through Ag Research. So now we've got an access road that links us right through from Morgan Road down into Zone 4. Really tight area, mucking out of gullies for culverts that need to be installed. And the drone's still roughly on the alignment. So really happy how much progress we've made in here in Cut 28. So we've started this in January of this year. You can see the benches coming down. So Zone 4's just ticked over 1 million cubes as well, which is a great success. And that material was looking like drive optimum, so we can continue to do that. Construction, we can continue to do structural fill through the winter, just like we did last winter. This is Gully 20, so that one used to be a really narrow, gnarly gully, but there's about 300,000 to 400,000 cubic metres of material now gone into there, and it's come up several metres, so now it's a good fill platform that we'll continue to work on. You can just see the dozers pushing out some imported aggregate, and that's a drainage blanket. And there's several of those as the fill comes up. Fill 20 South certainly jumped up. And then we head into Cut 30, which is complete. So the future material for fills further down will come back from right up at Cut 28. Landscaping works is still progressing pretty well. So we got the 260,000 plants in the ground last season, and now the new planting season's just about to commence, and we're targeting 650,000 plants. The last structure on the job, so the Manawatū Bridge. So we're just in there now starting the undercuts for the abutments, and that will progress over the next 18 months to 2 years. So overall, I'm pretty happy with progress. We've had challenges with COVID and some pretty gnarly storm events during December and then again in February, but we're pushing on, and I look forward to giving you an update in the next couple of months to show further progress.